你准备好了吗
Yeah，
？OK，那我开了啊，你放在首页。
嗯，Hello everyone. Hi everyone, welcome to our fourth sessions today. So today we are going through the key to TASMO topic, and today we are going to go through about number patterns. Okay, so I believe that most of you have already joined teacher Ming Jie and teacher uh, Ziyan class, right? For the last few sessions. Okay, so already run through the concept of some of like queuing problems, right? Or even you have some other topics we have already run through. So today, teacher Jason gonna go through review on these number patterns. So you're gonna learn it and use it in your test mode topic. Okay, so before we start our session today, right, a few things teacher Jason may need you to prepare. Okay, so first thing, if you have some blank paper or you have your notebooks, so please bring it along with you. Then the next thing, okay, take a pencil and eraser, okay, and sit down with me and join the question and do the question with me together. Okay, so if you guys ready, right? Okay, you can type in one in the chat so I know that, oh, most of you guys are ready because we have 3 more minutes before we start our live sessions today. Okay, so we have ready. You can type in one so I know that, oh, most of you are ready. Okay. Mm. So do remember, bring a blank paper, or if you have a notebook, you can bring it along with you. And let's take a pencil and eraser so you can write down something and do the question together with me. All right? Hmm. Wow, so I can see most of you start to join the session already. Well done. Okay, so have all of you tried the sample paper already? Because we have already given out, right, 3 sample papers for you to try, right? So for the sample paper, no worry, it's a little bit hard. Okay, some of the concept you might not learn before, but throughout the session, okay, you have with teacher Ming Jie, teacher Ziyan, and also me myself, right? You were able to learn something bit by bit, okay, and you were able to use it in your test paper as well. Okay, most importantly, when you go to our TASMO competition, you were able to do some of the questions, right? And some of them is very interesting. So today, I will see most of you, okay, to do the question along with me with number patterns. So I see a lot of you coming in already, right? Okay, I see like Daniel and a lot of other of you are in there, right? Okay, so 1 more minute before we start our session today, okay? Let's get ready. If you have all your stationery and pencil ready already, you can type in a one in the chat box, okay? So you type in one in the chat box, then I know, oh, you guys are ready. Okay, let's go, everyone. Okay. Wow, I see a lot of you joining in already. Okay, get your stationery ready. And 1 more minute, let's counting down. Then we will start our session today. Okay. Mm. Oh, we have some P3 students there, right? Okay, but no worry, this session will be kind of easy for you, but there will be something you can learn as well. Okay, even though when you go to P3, you might use some tactics as well. Okay, so now we are at 7 o'clock. So everyone, look at your clock. Is it 7 o'clock already? If yes, we're gonna start our session today. Okay, so again, today for our session, we are going to run through, okay, a concept we call as number pattern. So for this number pattern over here, right? Okay, we're gonna learn about how to find the patterns within a series of numbers. And if this question is quite tricky, how we're gonna find out the patterns over there. Okay, before that, I'm gonna introduce myself first. You see, ching ching. Is it looks like me? And no, right? Okay, because I am a grown-up. So this is actually my girl. Okay, so I am teacher, Jason. So actually, you, Jason, right? Okay, I'm a K2 teacher at Marine Parade. Okay, so if any one of you interested to look at my class, yes, you can join me here. Okay, so today, right, we're going to go to number patterns. So the first question we have is very simple because you can see that we have a warm-up, right? This is just a warm-up question. So it will be very simple for you. So now let's look at the bunch of series of numbers we have over here. Let's ask ourselves, are the numbers getting bigger and smaller? So if you felt it's getting bigger, you can type it 1. If you felt that it's getting smaller, you can type in 2. So we can take a look, is it bigger or smaller? I can see that. Most of you found the pattern, right? Because, okay, like the first question we asked, number is actually getting bigger and bigger. So if the number is getting bigger and bigger, do we use plus or minus? Do we use plus or minus, everyone? Let's think. Yes, you're right. We're gonna use plus. So now the thing we need to take a look. From 2 to 3, actually, is plus by how much or add by how much? Is plus by 1, right? But how about from 3 to 4? 3 to 4, the number increased by 8 by 1 as well. Then 4 to 5 is also 1. So how about 5 to the next number? What do you think is the next sequence? Are we still going to plus 1 or not? If yes, you type in 1. No, you type in 2. I see a lot of you giving me a correct answer, right? Which we will continue plus 1. So as we have over here, 5 plus 1. How much do we have? We have 6. Okay? Then if we want to continue to find the next number, what should we do? Good job. We will carry on to plus 1. So 6 plus 1 equals to 7. So I believe that most of you will tell me easy peasy, right? We're gonna get this question done. And we realize that each of them, the sequence, okay, every time you go to the next number, we will plus 1. So are you ready for a harder challenge now? If yes, give me a 0 so I know that you're ready for the next challenge. So I can see that most of you are prepared for the next challenge, right? So let's go. Now we have 12, 10, 8, 6. So what is the first thing we should ask ourselves first? Are these numbers getting bigger or smaller? The first question we're going to ask ourselves. If getting bigger, you can type in the B. If you're getting smaller, you can type S. So I know that, whether is it bigger or smaller? Let me see. Well done. I can see that most of you can find out that, actually the number is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But how much smaller? So it's smaller, what will we do? We will do plus or minus? If it's smaller, we will use minus over here, okay? Minus. So how do I find out what is the difference in between the numbers? First, ask ourselves, from 12 to 10, minus by how much? It's actually minus by 2, right? Then how about the next one? If it continues, it's minus 2 as well. How about from 8 to 6? It will be minus 2 as well. What do you think is the next one we're going to minus? Let's type in the chat box. Do I minus 5? Do I minus 6? Or do I minus 2? Let's type in. Ah, very good. I can see a lot of answers, right? It will be minus 2. So for 6 minus 2, how much do we get? We will have 4. Well done. But are we done already? No, right? We still have one more small piece over there. So what we do, we still need to minus 2 again. So 4 minus 2 is equals to, good job, it will be 2. Okay, oops, there was just a quick error. Okay, give me a while. Let me have a quick refresh. Oh, so just now, as we have mentioned, all of it done already, right? Okay, we minus 2, minus 2, minus 2, we got a 4 over here. And the next one, if we minus 2, again, we will get 2. Okay, so this is how we work out for this. So do remember, what is the first question we always ask ourselves? We will always ask ourselves, is the number getting bigger or smaller? Then next, if it's getting bigger, we will use plus. If it's getting smaller, we will use minus. Okay, so this is how we're going to work out for this one. Okay, if we are good, now let's go for the challenge part. Okay, so now it's time for do it ourselves, right? So for our do it ourselves, first thing, what is the first question we're going to ask ourselves again? Is the number getting bigger or smaller? So if bigger, you type in a B. If it's smaller, you type in an S. Is it bigger or smaller? Well done. Okay, so the number is actually getting bigger and bigger. So if the number getting bigger, what should we do? Plus or minus? We use plus. Okay, so if we use plus, let's try it out. Okay, for 5, go to 10. Plus how much? Do we know? Very good. Will be plus 5. Okay, we'll plus 5. And next, from 10 to 15, plus how much? We will plus another 5. Okay. The next one, from 15 to 20, we will continue plus another 5. So what is the next step we should do? Let's think. What is the next step? Yes, very good. We're going to continue to add another 5 to find the next number that we have, right? So we add another 5. 20 plus 5 equals to, well done, 25. Okay. Then next, is it the end of the questions? No, right? We still have how many more numbers? We still have one more number over there. So what we need to do, we will add another 5 to complete, right? So 25 plus 5 equals to, well done, will be 30. Okay, so this question is easy peasy for you, right? Now, let's get into a other one. Ta-da! Now, we have this sequence of numbers over here. 33, 30, 27, 24. So what should we do? What is the first step again, everyone? The first step is to see if the number is getting bigger or smaller. Okay, so now is it bigger or smaller, everyone? Very good. You guys can identify it now, right? Very fast, because you can see the number is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So if we're using smaller, okay, the number is getting smaller, we should use plus or minus this time. We should use minus. Very good. Okay, so we're gonna use minus for this part over here. Okay, so when we use minus, we draw a small bridge over here. Ask ourselves again, minus by how much, everyone? It is minus by 3. Right. After that, from 30 to 27, we minus by 3 again. Then after that, we have minus by Another 3. Well done. Okay, so now we are going to the blank now. So can everyone help me? Do I minus 3 or minus 6 or minus 9 this time? Yes, very good. We're going to minus 3. So 24 minus 3. Everyone, use your pencil and paper. Start writing down. 24 minus 3 equals to 21. Very good. Okay, the next part, we can continue. So we continue, we should minus how much again? We will minus 3 again. So now 21 minus 3. Oh my God, so hard. How do I do it? So someone, if you do very fast, you use borrowing, right? So we know that 21 minus 3 equals to 18. Right? Good job. Okay, so I guess that most of you already mastered the warm-up, right? Whereby, okay, we need to do is see whether the number is getting bigger or smaller, okay? And also we use plus and minus for it. So now it's a quick PK time. So are you guys ready? If you guys ready, press 1. So I see that, oh, everyone is ready to go for the PK time now. Okay, so I can see that most of you is ready. Let's go. So now we have a bunch of numbers over here. Okay, a number sequence. Okay, over here. So are the number getting bigger or smaller? A or B? So I give you guys 5 seconds to type your answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, so the answer is bigger. Right, so if bigger, what should we use? Plus or minus? We will use plus. Well done. So are you ready for the next one? Let's go. We have 22, 20, 18, 16. So are the numbers getting bigger or smaller? So 5 seconds, type in your answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, so you can see that the number is getting smaller. So again, okay, the number is getting smaller, right? So again, when we see the number is getting more smaller, do we use plus or minus? We will use minus. Very good. Okay, the next part. Oh, we have 3, 6, 9, and 12. So for the next number, if we want to put it up, do I use plus or minus to find the difference? We will use plus. Why plus again? Because the number is getting bigger. So do anyone know we need to plus how much if we look at the difference for each of them? If we take a closer look, each of the time, the number plus 3, right? Plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. Okay? Good job. So you guys got it. We use plus. The next part, we have 20, 16, 12, and 8. Ask ourselves, is the number getting bigger or smaller? Yes, smaller, right? So smaller, what should we use? Should we use plus or minus? We will use minus. Very good. Oops. Okay, we will use minus. Okay, so from here to here, minus by how much? 20 to 16 minus 4. 16 to 12 minus 4. And lastly, 12 to 8, we minus 4. Okay, so if we want to find the last one, what should we do? We should also minus 4. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, great. So now we're already done with the first warm up. So I guess it's very easy for most of you. So now let's look at paper 1, question 10. So this is in our sample paper. So let's read the questions. Find the pattern. We want to find out which option is the next number in the sequence below. Okay, so again, we look at this number below. What should we need to do? We should ask ourselves, right? Are the number getting bigger or smaller? So we see that 20, 19, 17, 14, 10. Actually, the number is getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, right? So now let's draw a small bridge. But it's smaller by how much? Can we find out? So 20 to 19 is a minus 1. And 19 to 17. Ooh, from 19 to 17, how much it reduced? We're getting smaller. It actually minus 2, right? Then from 17 to 14, minus by how much? Minus by 3. And next one, 14 to 10 is actually minus by 4. Why is not the same every time, right? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. But you will realize there's actually a sequence in the difference on the top, right? It's in order, okay? So which means first one, minus 1, second one, minus 2, third one, minus 3, fourth one, minus 4. Then the next one, it should be minus. Very good. Will be minus 5. So we know that the next sequence we have, okay, is minus half because we can see that the top numbers over there, it keep increasing, right? So next one, we should minus 5. So if 10 minus 5 equals to 5. So our answer for this one will be A, B, C, D. Which one? A, B, C, D, E. Type in the chat box so I can see. Okay, so I give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. The answer is B. Awesome. Right. Okay, so this one you see, the pattern, sometimes they might not be always the same for difference, but we can see that, oh, the pattern, we can catch it either is in increasing order or decreasing order. Okay, so this is for our sample 1 paper question 10. Now, let's look at our sample 2. Okay, question 6. So the question is asking, what is the next number in the sequence below? Now let's look at the sequence first. We have 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 16. Let's ask ourselves, okay, are the number getting bigger or smaller? Yes, good job. Now you can find it already, right? The number is always getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So when the number getting bigger, what should we use? Plus or minus? Good job. We should use plus. So plus by how much? Let's find out. Okay. So the first one, from 1 to 2, it increased by 1, right? And from 2 to 4 is increased by 2. Very good. Okay. The next one, from 4 to 7 is increased by how much? Increased by 3. Good job. The next one, from 7 to 11, let's count. Yes, is increased by 4. Okay. Then next, from 11 to 16, increased by how much? Plus 5. So what do you think is the next one going to happen? The next one is going to be plus 6. Well done. So 16 plus 6. Okay, let's do the calculation now. Okay, so teacher Jason gonna give you 10 seconds to try it out. Okay, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good job. So I can see that most of you getting the answer already. It will be 22. Good job. So the answer is B. Awesome. Okay, so you see that the number we have over here, what do we need to ask ourselves again? Always ask ourselves, is the number getting bigger or smaller? If getting bigger, we use plus. Getting smaller, we will use minus. Okay, so now the quick summary. Okay, teacher have shared with you already, right? This is a key question we always ask ourselves when we're doing this kind of question. Now we're going for some level up. So now level up. Let's see what is the number in the next sequence. So we have 2 parts over here, right? For the next sequence, let's take a look. So we need to find these 2. So first thing, okay, we try to take a look first. We have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 6. We have 6 again. Then we go to 9. Is it anything wrong with these questions? Everyone can tell me, is there anything wrong with this question? The question wrong already? Or maybe there's another sequence we should look for. There might be some secret hiding over there, right? So now let's take a look. If we try to go through this, you will see that if from 2 to 3, we try to use +1, right? And 3 to 4, we have +1. And suddenly, from 4 to 6, it become +2. Something wrong somewhere, right? So which means if we base on one difference, okay, between the numbers, it might not help out. So how about, can we use something, okay? Jason will call it a long one. Okay, we draw some long bridge. So the long bridge, Jason gonna draw be something like this. How about I take a look from 2 to 4? Can we find any difference? The number is getting bigger, right? From 2 to 4. So bigger by how much? +2. Then next one, from 4, I skip the number to 6. We have another +2. And maybe if I carry on to find the next sequence, okay, this part, we should have +2. We should get 6 plus 2 equals to 8, right? So now you can see the sequence. 2, 4, 6, and 8 is one type of the sequence now. Then how about the other one? Let's look at the other one. From 3 to 6, what do we have over here? 3 to 6 is plus how much? The number is getting bigger, right? So it's +3. Then 6 to 9, we have another +3. So which means from 9 to get to another blank is another +3 as well. Okay, so you will see that these 3, 6, 9, and the blank over here, they have another sequence, right? So now 9 plus 3 equals to 12. Very good. Okay, so when we're able to find out two different sequences over here already, right, we can able to solve the questions. So the answer for this one, we have 8. Oh, sorry, I write 13, so it should be 12. Okay, so for 8 and 12, the answer is D, right? Okay, because 8 come first, then after that will be 12. So you see, what we call this sequence as is a double dragon, because we have two different sequence, right, on top and bottom. So do remember this one, we can call it as a double dragon sequence. So you have two dragon on top and bottom running on the same differences. Okay, and now it's our time to try. Right, okay, so the same questions, the similar questions, right? What is the number in the next sequence? So if we take a closer look, the number getting smaller and bigger, smaller and bigger, smaller and bigger. So if we use by the normal way, we might not able to solve it, right? So we have to use the double dragon to help us. Okay, so for double dragon, let's try. Okay, from 15, let's jump to 13. So from 15 to 13, the number getting bigger or smaller? Yes, the number is getting smaller. Smaller by how much? -2. Smaller by 2. So we will -2. The next one, from 13 to 11. It's getting smaller again, right? So we need to minus how much again? It will be 2. So we know that the next sequence, if we continue, we will have to -2. So 11 minus 2 is how much, everyone? Let's count, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it will be 9. Good job. How about the other sequence that we have? Let's see the other sequence. We have 4 to 8. Oh, is it getting bigger or getting smaller? Yes, the number is getting bigger. By how much? By 4, right? So we'll plus how much? Plus 4. Okay. Then after that, from 8 to 12, getting bigger or smaller? It's getting bigger, right? So it's plus how much again? Over here will be plus 4. So we know that from 12, go to the other blank. How much should I add it on? I should add another 4, which add up to 16. So which answer is 9 and 16? Okay, so I let you type in the chat box. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, I can see most of you got it. The answer is B. Okay, so see, we use what again? We use the double dragon again, okay, to help us solve this question, right? So now, this is the question that we have on sample paper 3 for the question 8. Okay, so we want to find out what is the next number in the sequence below. So if you take a closer look, you will realize that the number suddenly getting bigger and becomes smaller, bigger and smaller, bigger and smaller. So which means, which one should we use again? We should use the double dragon to help us. So now let's draw the first dragon from 1 to 2. So for 1 to 2, the number getting bigger, right? So we need to add how much if you think? 1 to 2 plus 1. Very good. And from 2 to 3, plus 1. Well done. The next one, 3 to the next one, we need to plus 1 again, right? Okay, so plus 1, and we get now. Our answer is 4. So we know that, oh, easy peasy. The next number in the sequence is 4. But do we stop here? Let's check whether are we correct. Is this a double dragon? Okay, so let's check the below one. From 5 to 10. It's actually increased by how much or plus how much? The number getting bigger, so it's plus 5, right? Okay. Then next, from 10 to 15 is added up by how much again, everyone? It's also plus 5. Good job. Okay. So now we can see that, oh, this is actually the correct sequence that we're going to find out, which is the double dragon. Okay. Awesome. So you can understand until this part. Okay, let's type in that 1 so I can take a look. So you can type in 1 so I know that, oh, most of you know that this sequence already. So next time when you see it by yourself, you know how to do it. Okay? Good job. Okay, so I can see that most of you already grabbed it already. Well done. So now, a quick summary. So the keywords, okay, for the same question again, we always ask ourselves, are the numbers getting bigger or smaller? So if not, we can skip a number, right, to find the double dragon to help us. Okay, awesome. So now we are going to the challenge. So I believe that mommy and daddies, okay, might have prepared this for you, right? But if not, no worries. You can look at my screen right now. So we will see these 4 circles, how we gonna solve the questions. Okay, so the question is asking, what does A represent? First thing, let's find where is A. So I take a quick closer look. I know that A is actually here, right? But what is all this number about? I don't know. But no, okay, no worries. Let's start from the first circle. Okay, let's take a look together. So we have 17 on top, and I have 9 and 8. What do you think the relationship between all these 3 numbers? So can 17 plus 9 get an 8? No, right? Can 17 plus 8 get a 9? No, right? So you see, teacher Jason will try to see whether if I can use plus or minus to find out their relationship. Right? How about we try to use minus? Maybe we can find out something. So if 17 minus 9 equals to, oh, 17 minus 9 equals to 8, right? Or even if we have 9 plus 8 equals to 17. So we will know that, oh, the relationship that we want to find out is the 2 small number below. When we add up, we can get the number on the top, right? But we don't base on just first circle to prove that this is correct. We try it on the second circle. So we have the second circle over here. Let's try to see the bottom number. We have 7 and 8. So 7 and 8, because we say that we can try to use plus to help us do it, right? So 7 plus 8 is equals to, dun, 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 dun. Yes, it's equals to 15. So I know that the relationship is correct, right? Then how about the next one, the third circle that we have? 11 plus 8 equals to 19. Well done, right? So as we know that, these two numbers add up to get the sum for the top number, right? So how about now? We want to find out how much is A. So as we know, it will be A plus 8, okay, equals to how much? Equals to 13. So can everyone help me? What number plus 8 equals to 13? So I can see that some of you also tell me that, right? Minus also can do it. Yes, great. Because the relationship is about the same, as long as we were able to link it up. So now, for A plus 8 equals to 13, A will be equals to 5. Very good. Okay, so as we know, right? If I want to find out, I can also use 13 minus 8. I can get 5 as well. Or I can also ask myself, what number plus 8 equals to 13? We get the same. So now, as we know that A is equals to 5, our answer will be A. Right, easy peasy. Good job, most of you. Okay, so now we're done with this already. So one more thing very important, we should always find out within the circle, okay, what is relationship, okay, for each of the numbers. Then we can solve it easily. Okay, now if you are ready, we're going for the final challenge for today. Okay, are you guys ready? If yes, type in a 1. So I can see that you guys are ready. Okay, good job. Now, for these questions, we're going to find out what does B represent. So first thing, what should we do? Let's find out where is B. B, 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 B. Oh, we found already. B is over here. Okay. The next, what should we do? We should find out the relationship. So the relationship is can be either plus. Okay, we can try to use plus or minus to help us. Okay. So let's take a look on the first one. So for the first circle, we have 7, 18, and 11. What can we do? How about we try to use minus? Let's use the biggest number minus a smaller number. So you will see that 18 minus 11 equals to 7. Oh, it might be the answer, right? 18 minus 11 give us 7. Let's try it on the second circle. We have 13 and 5. So 13 minus 5 equals to 8. Oh, so we know that the two number at the side, when we minus it, okay, we find that is our answer, or at the right side, left side. Okay, so now for 19 and 13, what should we do? 19 minus 13 equals to 6. Good job. Yay! So we find out that B is equals to 6. But we don't stop here. Let's check on the last one. Okay, the last circle that we have, the number 4. Okay, 16 minus 7 equals to is equals to 9, right? So we prove that the relationship, right, is the top one again, okay, minus the small one over here at the bottom, and we will find the difference over here. So the answer will be A, B, C, D, E will be C. Good job. Okay, so these are the challenge. So I believe that you guys already solved the challenge question and you learned a few concepts today, right? Okay, so before we end our session for today, let's do a quick summary. So the first one that we learned for the warm-up, the key questions, okay, will be, so for the warm-up, okay, the key questions will be always ask ourselves, is the number getting bigger or smaller. Okay, so if it's getting bigger, we should use plus. But if it's getting smaller, we will use minus. Okay, then next, for the level up that we have already learned, okay, if other numbers is getting bigger or smaller, we find out already it's not in the pattern. If it's not, we will skip a number to find a pattern itself and get our double dragon. So we can see, oh, the number, if we use double dragon, we skip already, we can find a patterns over there. It's getting either getting bigger or getting smaller. And lastly, for the challenge, we always need to find out, okay, the relationship for each number within the shapes. And the most important part, we can either try to use plus, okay, or minus to find out the sequence, okay, over there, and we can solve the problem. Okay, so I hope that everyone have learned something today. And if for those who haven't tried out the sample paper, you can try it out. If you do have any questions, please feel free to ask in our WeChat or WhatsApp group. So all our teacher there will be helping you. Okay, so let's see you guys next time. Bye bye. Yes, so if you understand the questions right, you can also put some emoji as well. Okay, so I see you guys next time. Bye. Bye bye.